Now, I heard you got banned from the University of Maine for your drag.
Yeah.
What is the story with that?
It was like during season 4 when like Sharon was on TV and like being spooky was so in and trendy.
Okay.
And I was like, ooh, like I always did like weird numbers, and I went to school in New Hampshire, so I did a lot of my drag in New Hampshire. I'm not from New Hampshire, but that was like instead of being like, I'm gonna go bag groceries to pay for art supplies, I was like, no, I'm gonna work at a boutique store and a strip club, and I'm also gonna do drag on the weekends.
What did you do at the strip club?
I literally sold thongs and heels to girls who were like, oh my God, mine snapped. Can I get a new pair? I'm like,
You worked at the strip club gift shop?
Yes,
Amazing.
the gift shop. That's perfect. That's perfect. It was like right next to the champagne room, so it's like you come up the back, there's the pool tables, the little store, and then the like teller for the champagne room.
Right.
And girls are always coming. It was hysterical just to watch the girls come in and be like, will you get me something? Like bring the like guys through and like ring up all this stuff while I'm like doing homework. I'm like, yeah, sure.
You're like, yeah, this thong is $565. This panty.
It was cute. It was a good job.
Strip club prices, honey. So because that's what you started doing, contests and whatever it took to not
I did every amateur.
be a bagger at the grocery store at home.
Even though I'm young, I really have such a hard time with social media, so I wasn't like, even though I like to sit at home and do makeup, I was like, I never posted it or I never did anything, and like I never really got Instagram or whatever. I was always like at the club. I was like, I want to go to the club and I want to perform. I want to look these people in the eye and demand their attention. I don't want to like just sit at home.
So when you were at the University of Maine, you were wearing a spooky drag look.
I'm sorry, I babble so much.
It's all right, honey, you're on the talk show, so keep it up.
My therapist loves it, so.
Ding, ding,
babble,
ding.
babble, babble. Oh, like the clock ran out. So I always did weird numbers in New Hampshire. Like I always did like Marilyn Manson stuff I do now, but I was like younger and like it was. Everyone in New Hampshire is doing top 40s, everyone. So it was like, people were like, ooh, Laila's like the shocking queen of New Hampshire, which like sounds so incredibly cheesy.
I think you should have make a new T-shirt, Laila, the shocking queen of New Hampshire.
I'm just gonna go buy a roll of duct tape and write that and stick it on all of my shirts at DragCon. Like just put it over the design. New shirt.
New shirt.
So me and this other girl who also did weird numbers are like, ooh, let's do like a duet. So it was like cut-ups of like, Sweet Transvestite, and like I did a Jackie Beat song. I did her like one where she talks about it's like a parody of Hey Mickey, but it's about Jesus. And so I like had blood pour down my mouth, and then it went into that song, and I had a Bible, and I like tossed the Bible down the aisle and was like, now I'm gonna do Lady Gaga, because why not have 17,000 songs in one mix?
But of course, I think actually when I saw you at the premiere for Drag Race, you did do a very long Qween mix, honey. You gave me the entire Qween catalog at that show.
I absolutely did. Because I'm so used to doing shows where it's like they're like, there's one cabaret, Jock's Cabaret in Boston. It's all for like bachelorettes and bridesmaids and stuff like that. But they tell you like when you do the show, you're like, we need time to change. Your mix has to be at least 6 minutes long. So I like and that was like the first time I like traveled with Drag Race or anything, so I have these long ass numbers, and I was like, after that premiere tour, I was like, yeah, I got 4 minutes.
4 minutes is the thing.
4 minutes is cute.
Wait, flashback to you're at University of Maine. You've just done 29 songs.
29
you
songs.
end with Lady Gaga. There's blood coming out of your mouth. You've defaced the Bible, and then what?
And then this one girl kept it and was like, oh my God, I love Laila. I'm keeping this Bible for forever. And then 2 people in the front were like, we do not agree with that. We are offended. They weren't Catholic, but they were still offended that I appropriated a religion or whatever the term of endearment for being inappropriate was in 2014 or whatever. And so they messaged the person who put on the event, who hired me, and was like, yeah, we will not be having you back. We will not be. This is unacceptable. And I like wrote a formal apology, even though I shouldn't have.
Wow. Well, how did that go? Like, dear fuckers, it's Laila. I'm so sorry your pussy asses were offended by my Lady Gaga Bible throw.
I essentially was like, I'm sorry you feel that way, but we did pack a full house and people did love the show and you did get your money. But they also, it was 2 checks. They wrote 1 check for me and 1 check for the other 2 girls. They put it on the same check. I don't know the reasoning. They put the other performer's drag name on the check so she couldn't cash it. I cashed my my money. I was like, oh, I'm banned from this campus. Whatever, I got paid. But they wouldn't give the other girls their check back. They're like, oh, we'll send it to you maybe.
The shade. The shade.
The real shade is that my friend was like, threatened to sue them. So then they sent that check airmail the next day.
Nothing like a good threat to sue, right, Lady Brad?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's good. Lady Brad was deep in her own mind thinking about, what do I think about these diamonds on my necklace? Where am I? What will I have to eat after the show? I'm not sure.
I mean, I rarely have to threaten people nowadays, you know? Just tell you what it is, son.
Yeah.
They just know better.
They know better. You're right about that.